Krishnamachari Srikanth, the guest of honor. Thank you, sir. It's so nice to have you here this wonderful evening. Thank you. We are expecting the chief guest for the day, Mr. Vijay Amritraj, to join us shortly. And we would be starting the program in another 5 minutes. So kindly bear with us. Thank you. Vanakkam, Namaskar, and good evening. It is indeed a pleasure to have you all here in this wonderful evening. And I feel the hall is very effective today. It's an amazing effect. It's a phenomenal effect. And it's a wonderful effect. And I said effective. And we have joined for the Rajan effect. And with this note, may I call upon the dignitaries onto the dais. May I request Professor Dr. Mohan Rajan to guide Mr. Krishnamachari Srikanth onto the dais, please. And Dr. Sujata Mohan to guide Dr. Padma Subrahmanyam onto the dais, please. Any moment we would be having Mr. Vijay Amritraj, the chief guest of the day, joining us. It is so nice to see a very good crowd overwhelming for Rajan Eye Care Hospital. It shows how much we have reached into the community, doing back to the society always, and how much Dr. Rajan himself has come to this level to do something definitely for the needy and the people who are really want in this society. Let it be vision, let it be anything, Rajan is ready to do it back to the society always. And we acknowledge the presence of Mr. Kumar Rajan. Thank you for honoring us, sir, from United States of America. Thank you. We acknowledge the presence of Dr. Kumudha Ramanathan, Senior Consultant Radiologist from United States of America. We acknowledge the presence of Mr. Srinivasan and Mrs. Geeta Srinivasan in this wonderful gathering over here. And we acknowledge the presence of Mr. Shekhar, the wonderful cop Chennai and Tamil Nadu had seen in the Esther years. We acknowledge the presence of Mr. Chandrasekhar of Cognizant. Thank you for honoring us, sir. And each and every one of you, it's an honor for Rajan Eye Care Hospital to have you all in this wonderful evening over here. Thank you. And may I request all of you to rise in your chairs for the Almighty to bless us, the invocation prayer song.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May I call upon the Executive Medical Director of Rajan Eye Care Hospital, Dr. Sujata Mohan, to welcome the August gathering.
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Rajan Eye Care Hospital, as an Executive Medical Director, on a more personal note, as Dr. Mohan Rajan's wife and professional partner, it gives me immense pleasure to warmly welcome all of you for this very special evening. Today is not just about the release of a book. It's a moment of reflection, gratitude, and celebration of a journey that has been deeply meaningful to us. As a family, as colleagues, and as caregivers committed to restoring sight and transforming lives. I'm deeply honored by the presence of our distinguished guests this evening. We are privileged to have with us Dr. Padma Subrahmanyam, Padma Vibhushan Awardee, legendary scholar, cultural icon whose life and work embody discipline, grace, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. It's also a great privilege to have with us Mr. Vijay Amitraj, who will be joining us very shortly, an iconic tennis legend, a global ambassador for Indian sport, whose journey reflects perseverance, integrity, and international excellence. He is also a Padma Shri Awardee and has been nominated for Padma Bhushan this year. We are equally honored by the presence of Krishnamachari Srikanth, a true legend of Indian cricket, whose fearless leadership and passion have inspired generations both on and off the field. As someone who has walked alongside Dr. Mohan Rajan through decades of clinical practice, institution building, and service to society, I can say that this book is a deeply authentic reflection of his values, compassionate care, ethical leadership, mentorship, and a lifelong commitment to giving back. His journey has never been a solitary one. It has been shaped by patients, students, colleagues, and the many institutions and individuals who believed in his vision, particularly his father, Professor Dr. N. Rajan, hence the title of the book, The Rajan Effect. This evening is also a celebration of the collective spirit of Rajan Eye Care. Our doctors, staff, well-wishers, friends, and family who have all played a role in this journey of service and excellence. I extend my heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you who has gathered here today. Your presence means a great deal to us and makes this occasion truly memorable. May this book inspire future generations to lead with purpose, serve with empathy, and believe that medicine at its best is an act of compassion. Thank you once again for being with us this evening, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sweta Mohan ma'am, for that wonderful welcome to the gathering. And it's so nice to have you all once again here. And now we have a hero of the day. You all know who's the hero of the day. The man in black sitting in front of you. And to know more about him, of course, if you allow him to talk, he'll talk a lot about it. But we have asked him to talk at the end to respond to all of us and thank the gathering. His agenda and duty is that today. If not, he'll be the first person to be on the dais always. And let us see how this wonderful gentleman, who's been doing great service back to the society, in a lovely video over here now.
Some people choose a profession. Very few transform it into a life's mission. Professor Dr. Mohan Rajan is one among them. Born into a family rooted in the dharmic ethos of Bharat, his early years were shaped by discipline, humility, and an unwavering moral compass. Educated at Nrithyodaya School and Padma Subrahmanyam Balabhavan in Chennai, he learned that a true education is not measured by success alone, but by service. Mentored by the legendary Dr. Y.G. Parthasarathy, he absorbed a timeless principle: service must always come before self. From Madras Medical College, his journey led him to Nrithyodaya, where skill met purpose. Under the guidance of Dr. S.S. Badrinath, he emerged not just as an exceptional surgeon, but as a healer with a higher calling. For him, excellence in medicine was never about recognition. It was about reach. Nearly 3 decades ago, that vision took form as the Rajan Eye Care Hospital and the Chennai Vision Charitable Trust. From humble beginnings, grew an institution where technology meets empathy and a science serves humanity. Here, charity and clinical excellence exist not as opposites, but as partners. Thousands receive the free surgeries every year because sight, he believes, is not a privilege, it is a right. Blind-free India is not a campaign, but a movement. Through Netravahana, a mobile state-of-the-art eye hospital, advanced care reaches India's most remote villages. Where doctors once endured for years, light returns. Children see the blackboard for the first time. Elders see their loved ones again. Lives begin anew. His compassion extends to the future, to children. Through the REAP initiative, refractive errors are detected early, transforming not just vision, but learning and opportunity. Healthy vision, he believes, is the foundation of human potential. As a devoted Rotarian, his mission found another expression: the Rotary Rajan Eye Bank, more than 4,000 corneal transplants, each one a quiet miracle, one's life's generosity, restoring another's light. Beyond borders, his hands have served humanity in Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Malawi, and the Andaman Islands. Because compassion knows no geography. A scholar, a leader, a visionary. As Vice President of the All India Ophthalmological Society, he continues to shape the future of eye care, where science is guided by ethics and progress by purpose. At the heart of all lies a simple truth. Healing begins with the heart. At Rajan Eye Care, every patient is treated with dignity, every touch guided by empathy, every outcome driven by excellence. There are lives that move quietly, yet leave behind a trail of light. Professor Dr. Mohan Rajan is one such life, not defined by titles or accolades, but by millions of eyes that once lived in darkness and now behold the dawn. Paropakarya idam shariram. This body exists for the service of others. And in living this truth, he reminds us the noblest vision is not merely to see the world, but to help the world see.
Reflects the amount of work done by this gentleman and by the institution by itself, Rajan Eye Care Hospital. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful work you've been doing. And I would be failing in my duties if I do not acknowledge the video made and the video voice behind by this wonderful gentleman who's sitting over there, Mr. Vasu Srinivasan. Can you rise over there? Dr. Mohan Rajan's brother-in-law. Brother rather. Thank you, Mr. Vasu. I just thought I would at least be happy if I have 10% of the vocabulary what you have, 10% of the extempore, your English, your knowledge. I didn't have it anyway. Thank you. You sound so well, Mr. Vasu. Thank you. And you all understand that it would have been some painstaking efforts to get this book come to what it is today. The Rajan Effect, the front side of the book which you see here and the rear side of the book which you see on the other hand. It was painstaking, but at the same time it was joy to get the book done to this level. The journey, how the journey started, how the concept started, how did the person who authored the book thought we should come out and do this for Rajan Eye Care Hospital and Mohan Rajan. They did approach and they thought we would do the biography. That's what they said. And they started the first brick towards the end of this wonderful Rajan Effect book. May I have the pleasure to call upon Vaani and AVIS, happynesswalas, the authors of this wonderful book, The Rajan Effect, onto the dais, please.
Good evening, everyone. Avis here, my husband, and I are the happynesswalas. We bring you a lot of love and happiness this evening. As authors of this book, there's so much that we want to tell you about Mohan. But it's all in the book. So I'm not going to be telling you too much about Mohan because I want you to read the book. But instead, what I'm going to focus upon is why the book is called The Rajan Effect. Sujata did mention something earlier. Quite obviously, it's inspired by the Raman effect, which is a scientific discovery by Sir C.V. Raman in the year 1928. As we spoke to Mohan, we realized that in today's crass commercial world, here is a person who gives and who serves people. He doesn't stop to ask, what is in it for me? So the Rajan effect is all about quietly making the world better by lighting up one life at a time. And we believe that just as the Raman effect inspired generations of scientists that came after Sir C.V. Raman, the Rajan effect will continue to inspire thought and actions in generations to come. So with this, that is why the book is called The Rajan Effect. And I'm going to invite AVIS here. He's going to tell you why you should read the book. Thank you.
Before I get to telling you why you should read the book, I think I must tell you a little bit about the making of the book. As the happynesswalas, Vaani and I believe our life's purpose is inspiring happiness. We do that through our writings, through our talks and conversations, through our culture programs. And in the middle of 2021, we launched a program called Biographies by the Happynesswalas, where we set out to tell the stories of everyday people who are doing remarkable work. Over the last few years, we've done several biographies, and what we have recognized, what we have understood, is that every story is precious, and every story has a teachable or learnable point of view. And as writers, we are very excited and we enjoy the process of exploring these teachable, learnable points of view and bringing them to readers. Now, when we do that, we follow an exacting, stringent, world-class, high-quality editorial process. And of course, we have a simple, conversational, breezy, anecdotal style of writing. Yet, beyond these two, we also have something which we call it a process, but it's actually a spiritual deep dive. We recognize that for any great story to be told powerfully, the storytellers need to disappear. We need to dissolve. And we need to offer ourselves as an instrument for a higher energy to work through us. And artists will understand this, sports people will understand this. I think any creative people will understand this, that you have to step out of the scene. And that's really what we did when we wrote The Rajan Effect. Now, this is a commissioned work, but it is not a puff piece. It is a very objective biography. And this would not have been possible without two factors playing in our favor. One is, look at that darling there, Mohan. He stayed away from the editorial process. He did not influence it. He did not interfere with it. And the other is Sujata. Sujata led the way by sharing her thoughts and insights very candidly, and that set the objective tone for the book, which many others sitting here, Kumar, Kumuda, Madhu, Shashu in Dubai, many people, even Ravi Shankar, many people, kind of emulated that spirit. And so what you have and what you will read is a very, very powerfully written story of Dr. Mohan Rajan, and a story that's told very objectively. Now let me talk to you a little bit about, and this entire story was, possible to do in 4 months for us, because I think it all happened because of grace. It is one thing to say that we wrote every word in the book physically, which is true, but I think if we step out of the picture, magic happens. And Rajan Effect is an act of grace, the book and the Rajan Effect too. Now, let me talk to you about why you should read the book. When you read the book, you will see that you are pausing and reflecting on your own life. You will see that it is inviting you to be yourself, to be happy, and to be useful. You see, the word deserve plays a very important role in human life. From a very early stage in our lives, we are told that we deserve more. More money, more success, more fame, more love, more attention, more understanding, more time to speak, I would say. But in this craving for deservance, we miss something very important. And a wise man, a very wise man, several years ago pointed Vaani and me to the word deserve. And he said, Avis and Vaani, look at that word deserve. Do you think that word can be constructed without the word serve in it? You cannot construct the word deserve without the word serve. So he said, every time you think you deserve something, ask yourself, have I served? And that is a principle that Vaani and I hold very dearly, and so does Mohan here. MR lives by that principle. Every breathing hour, every moment, he lives by that principle of serve to deserve. Now, how does he do that? He does that by being himself. He does that by loving what he does and doing only what he loves doing. And he loves people and he loves serving people. Now, to describe his kind of loving is not easy. Now, we all understand the word love. According to me, it's a very static word. The better word to describe somebody like Mohan is to use the word loving, which is in the present continuous. It's flowing. And to make you understand that, I cannot fulfill that. So I will lean on a great poet, a Tamil poet, Vali, who wrote these lines for an iconic song composed by Ilayaraja for the movie Guna. It is sung by Kamal Hassan and S. Janaki. And these two lines that I'm going to quote come as a dialogue in that song. The way that song is rendered is not the way I can present it, okay? But the lines are, Manidar unarndu kolla, idu manida kadal alla. Adiyum taandi punidamanadu. And that is the kind of loving that Mohan brings to his every waking moment. That deep devotion, that bhakti, the love for humanity, the love for what he is doing, the love for ophthalmology is what he brings to this, to whatever he does. So when you read the book, ladies and gentlemen, friends and dignitaries, when you read the book, you will inject yourself with that spirit. And you will be able, in our opinion, you will be able to learn a little bit more about yourself, learn to live fully, and learn to love limitlessly. Go on, be drawn into the Rajan effect. As authors, Vaani and I believe it will definitely inspire you to be happy, to be very, very, very happy. Thank you so much for being here today. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you, Ravi.
Stay back here.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much, Avis and Vaani. And we do understand that the book Rajan Effect is definitely effective, like what Avis told to the audience now. Thank you. And we come to the one important agenda, which is the, like I said, hero of the day. The main hero aspect of the day is the book launch itself. May I request all the dignitaries, the guests on the dais, to come forward for the official book launch. Thank you, dear guests on the dais, for honoring us for the book launch. And now, he is none other than the former Indian cricket captain, the former coach of this wonderful Indian cricket team. He was known to be a hard-hitting batsman. In those days, when 2020 is so popular nowadays, he used to show that 2020 over there in those years. No one can forget what he did in the Prudential Cup 1983 when India won at London. And he was though the runs scored by the team was less, he was the highest run getter in that winning team. And he also served as the chairman of the selection committee of the Indian cricket team. And a gentleman who's really known for his quality when it comes to cricket. At the same time, a man of humor. We are looking forward to the humor in you today. Dear Chika, over to you, Mr. Krishnamari Srikanth. A round of applause for this wonderful gentleman, ladies.
Dear Vijay, Padma Subrahmanyam, Dr. Mohan Rajan, Sujata, friends, Gopalsamy sir, seniors, so it's been fantastic to be here. Dear friends, I don't understand one logic. I know this Raman effect. I've studied in science. I'm an engineering student. What is this goddamn Rajan effect? I don't know. And this man Avis, I don't know whether he's trying to write a movie or a book. I don't know. நீங்க பசாம ஏவிஸ் நீங்க போயிட்டு ஒரு டைரக்டர்கிட்ட போயிட்டு சினிமா சொல்லுங்க சினிமா ஓஹோன்னு ஓடும் அதான் பண்ண நீங்க. But coming back to Mohan Rajan, it's a very strange situation that I met Mohan Rajan for the first time. I mean, my father passed away on October 28, 2025. And I don't like to call the body. 2000. Sorry, Dasrina. My brother is there, sorry. 2000, Bob. So, I don't like to use the word body. Appa was participing there, dead and gone. Then didn't we get a call from some Rajan Eye Care, something, and said they want to, can you donate the eyes? We heard your father passed away. My brother Srinath is also here. We didn't know what to do. So we said, okay, fine. At least 2 people will get eyesight. I said, fine, that's okay. You can. I asked my brother, I asked my sister, I asked my mother. She said, all fine, go ahead. And it so happened, they just asked us to be outside for about 1 hour. And Rajan sent some people, I guess. I didn't know this was the same Mohan Rajan that time. So Maharajan Aika, that's what I knew. And they plucked away 2 eyes from my father's eyes. And the most important thing is, later on, thanks to Dr. Mohan Rajan's fantastic effort, and they sent home 2 people who could now see today. That is the greatness of Mohan Rajan. So that is how my introduction to Mohan Rajan is. And Mohan Rajan happens to be a very close friend, was a close friend of my mother. இப்போ கூட சொல்லியிருந்தாரு அவங்க அம்மா ரொம்ப மிஸ் பண்ணுறேன்ப்பா அப்படி இப்படின்னாரு. இவர் இந்த மாதிரி குள்ளா போட்டே எல்லாரும் பிடிப்பாரு. ஆக்சுவலாக அவர் யாரை பார்த்தாலும் ஒரு சல்யூட் அடிச்சுடுவார். யாரை பார்த்தாலும் சொல்லி சார் எனக்கு எங்கேன்னு பார்த்தாலும் தெரியும். எங்கே பார்த்தாலும் சீஃப் கெஸ்ட்டில் விஜய் அமித்ரா ஸ்ரீகாந்த், விஜய் அமித்ரா ஸ்ரீகாந்த், விஜய் அமித்ரா ஸ்ரீகாந்த். 3வது ஃபங்க்ஷன் நானும் விஜய் இங்கே உட்காந்துருக்கோம். இவர் எங்கே இந்த விஜய் குள்ளா போகிறாரு தெரியும். நம்மளே குள்ளா போகலாம். நான் இங்கே தான் நீலாங்கில் தான் இருக்கேன். இவன் அமெரிக்காவில் இருக்கான் விஜய். இவனை எப்படி குள்ளா போடுறீங்க நீ மோகன் ராஜா? அதுதான் உங்களோட கிரேட்னஸ். இதுதான் ஆக்சுவலாக ரியல் ராஜன் எஃபெக்ட்னா இதுதான் ஆக்சுவலாக. போட்டு ஃபைன் குள்ளா ஹவு டு கெட் பீப்புள். பாருங்க கோபால்சாமிலாம் வர வச்சிருக்காரு. இங்கே சந்திரன் அவன் பாரு வேணு வந்திருக்கான் இண்டிலேருந்து. என் ஃப்ரெண்டு எல்லாம் வந்திருக்கான். சரி ரம்யா தான் நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்டு அந்த டக்கர் பேபி ரம்யா அங்கே இருக்காரு. விஜய் ராங்கன்னு பார்த்தா இந்த அம்மா இந்த வயசுலையும் டக்கர் பேபியாக இருக்கிறாங்க. இவங்க பாருங்க பத்மா சுப்ரமணியன் பார்த்து எப்படி இருக்காங்க பாருங்க. பார்த்தா கல்யாணம் ஓட்டி முடியலாம் பாருங்க அந்த மாதிரி இருக்காங்க அவங்க. பத்மா வேற ரேஞ்ச். நீங்க ஒன்று சொல்லுவாங்களே நிஜமா சொல்றேன். ஹேட்ஸ் ஆஃப் டு யூ ரியலி. அண்ட் கமிங் பேக் டு விஜய், இப்போதான் காட்டு விஜய் எங்க விஜய் நீ ஆனவனா இந்த ஏரியாவில் சுத்திட்டு இருப்பியா? எங்க ஆனவனா பார்க்குறேன். ஒரு நாளைக்கு அமெரிக்கான்றான், ஒரு நாளைக்கு லாஸ் ஏஞ்சல்ஸ்ன்றான், ஒரு நாளைக்கு ஆஸ்திரேலியான்றான், ஒரு நாளைக்கு விம்பிள்டன் கமெண்ட்ரின்றான். திடீர்னு கேட்டால் நான் டெல்லி போனேன், பெங்களூர் போனேன், பாம்பே போனேன். ஒன்றுமே புரியல. 5 நிமிஷத்துக்கு ஒன்று சொல்லியிருந்தேன். எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புரியவே இல்லை விஜய் சொன்னதெல்லாம். கடைசியில் எங்கள் மோகன் ராஜன் அப்போ எனக்கு பிடிச்சாரு. அவ்வளோதான் தெரியும் எனக்கு. அது மோகன் ராஜ் ப்ளீஸ் டெல் us the art of putting குள்ளா. That is the real Rajan effect. That is one thing all of you will have to learn. That is the real Rajan effect. But hats off to Mohan Rajan. He's been an outstanding person. Very, very helpful. That is one thing very rightly said by AVIS. Very, very helpful. Frankly speaking, my mother, he looked after my mother like a child. My mother passed away at the age of 82. In fact, directly the Sujata, எங்க அம்மா நாங்கலாம் ஐயங்கார் கூட ஆனவனா சுத்திட்டு ரிலேட்டட் பண்ணி வந்துரும் எங்கேயாவது. See, ஏதோ ஒரு distant relative எங்களுக்குலாம் இல்லை. But Rajan took care of my mother like a child. And in fact, thanks a lot, Mohan Rajan, for looking after my mother. It's been something fantastic. நானே நிறைய வாட்டி போயிருக்கேன் விட்ட எங்கள் வீட்டில் யாராவது பாங்க லாட் ஆஃப் எங்கள் வீட்டில் நிறைய சப்போர்ட் ஸ்டாஃப் இருப்பாங்க. ஆல் த புவர் பீப்புள். மோகன் ராஜன் ஒரு ஃபோன் எடுத்து நீ அமுச்சுருச்சிக்கா, நீ கவலைப்படா, நீ அமுச்சுருச்சிக்கா, நான் பார்த்துக்கணுச்சிக்கா, அமுச்சுருச்சிக்கா, அவ்வளோதான். தட்ஸ் ஆல் டன். That is the greatness of Rajan, Mohan Rajan. The point is, he will never say no. As Avis said very rightly, every warm person, a loving person, and the most important thing, he is a vibrant personality, which is something fantastic, Mohan Rajan. Dear friends, only thing, summing up whatever Avis said is, he's very passionate about whatever you do. Even today, he's passionate about this organization, this event, which is something fantastic. எனக்கு ஒரு 10 ஃபோன் அடிச்சார் போட்டு, நான் ஊரில் இல்லை, இருந்தால் வரேன், இல்லைனா வரலாம், இது ஓகே சிக்கா, திஸ் இஸ் ஓகே வந்துருமா, இங்கே வந்து கால் அமைச்சிருமா, இது அமைச்சிருமா, சான்ஸ் கொடுத்தா ஹெலிகாப்டர் அமைச்சிருப்பா நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு அவருக்கு. So that is the passion he has, which is something fantastic, which is superb, Rajan, which is one thing all of us should learn from Mohan Rajan, is the passion and the thought of giving to people, the thought of helping people, which is why so many of you are here. The very fact that all of you are here is purely the Rajan effect, nothing else. Otherwise, why should all of us be here? Why would I be here talking? Yalla Rajan effect. So ultimately, what is madam, what is Rajan effect? Tell me. Teacher Raman effect சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்கல்ல, டேய் உனக்கு சொல்றா, நீ சொல்றா, ராஜன் எஃபெக்ட்னா என்ன? அவ்வளோதான் சாமி. வெரி குட், நான் வெள்ளக்காரன், ஆல்கிட்ட நான் இங்கிலீஷ்காரன். With that, Rajan, all I can say is fantastic. Congratulations for the book. But I was just suggesting to Sujata and Mohan Rajan, I don't know, Vijay, you're the right person to comment on it, or even Padma, you can comment on it. I said, rather than the book like this, you should make a nice AV of it. And probably create AV and put it on YouTube so that more people can probably view it. And then if the people want to buy the book and read the book, they can read it. Do you all agree with me or not? Yes. Because Avis சொல்லி இது எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணி யாராவது போத்தி இப்படி இருக்கு அப்படி இருக்குன்னா, I don't know how many of you have seen the book called Oh My God movie. Have you seen the Oh My God movie, known Hindi movie? Paresh Raval. அதில் எவனோ ஒருத்தர் சொல்லுவான், அந்த கிருஷ்ணரா வந்து what is his name? Akshay Kumar will come as Krishna. So he is an atheist. So he'll give the Gita book to him and said, you read Gita. क्या रे बुक ये पिक्चर कीचर कोई नहीं, बोइंग बुक रे, कौन पढ़ता है அப்படினா எவன் அந்த புக்கை படிப்பான்? பிக்சர் கிச்சர் இல்லை. இப்போ மோகன்ராஜன் புக்கை பார்த்த 10 படம் தான் இருக்கு, எல்லாம் பிளாக் அண்ட் ஒயிட் போட்டிருக்காரு. So why I'm saying that AV, I'm telling you Sujata very seriously, you probably sit with AVIS again, how to create what you call audio visual out of this and make it more interesting, so that many more people can reach out to many more people, and probably many more people can benefit out of it. That's the most important thing, because Mohan has been doing an excellent job of helping out people. Mohan, keep continuing the good work. Sujata, please keep supporting him. That's all I can say. And you guys have been outstanding. All the best, Mohan, in your life. ஜாலியாக இருங்க, இதே மாதிரி குஷியாக இருங்க, எல்லாரையும் குஷிப்படுத்துங்க. பட் ஆனால் குள்ளா போட தனியாக மட்டும் சொல்லி கொடுத்துருங்க. அப்படியே
Thank you so much, dear Chika sir. And of course, point well taken. We would definitely take your point and try to get the AV done as soon as possible. But I did justice when I introduced you and said you have a lot of humor kick in it. You did it. Thanks. And this gentleman whom I'm going to talk about now, a tall man. Sorry. That humor made me forget to do something. Sorry. May I have the pleasure to ask Dr. Mohan and Dr. Sujata to honor Mr. Krishnamachari Shrikant with a memento and a shawl, please. A round of applause for this wonderful gentleman. Yeah, coming back to the tall man, not just by his stature, by his height, but by his nature. Former Indian professional tennis player, ace tennis star India has ever produced. A sports commentator, and you would be happy to know in 2022 he was honored for his contributions in the field of tennis in London by the International Tennis Hall of Fame and the International Tennis Federation honored Mr. Vijay Amritraj. And in 2024, he was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. There are only countable number of people who are there in the Hall of Fame in the tennis community over there, and we are proud to have Mr. Vijay over there. And a Padma Shri Awardee, and the Government of India has now recently honored him with the Padma Bhushan, one among the highest civilian awards in the country. May I have the privilege in introducing to the August gathering Mr. Vijay Amritraj. Thank you, sir.
He's a good guy. He's good looking. He's funny. Everything positive that I can say. Anyway, enough about myself. It's wonderful to see Mohan looking absolutely splendid in his outfit to start with. I could have gotten a little better dressed up to compete, but it's your night, it's your evening, it's your day, but more than anything else, you look the epitome of class, and that's the way I always remember you by. So, I'm going to go back in time a little bit to know when I met Mohan Rajan. It was our very, very first Chennai Open here many years ago. And I was very fortunate to be introduced to him. A full of life individual, as Chris talked about. He literally spoke for all of us when he said what he said, Chris, about his incredible attitude, his incredible belief in the good in everyone. And that's the hardest thing to find. We always look at the cup half full, and that's exactly what Rajan does. I think the first time I met him, I was literally, in Chris's words, bowled over by his incredible joy at meeting people. He truly is someone who puts a smile on your face even if you don't know him. And that is hard to do. I think the important aspect of Rajan became even more clear to us as I got to know him more and more. When I was growing up, all I wanted to do was be a doctor. That was my entire dream, to be a doctor, because of the service. You're in the service of other people, and to be able to help a fellow human being. And as it turned out, I wasn't good in school, so I couldn't be a doctor. So my mother finally said, listen, you hit enough tennis balls in the court, some university will give you a doctorate. That's the only way you're going to get a doctorate. But when I look at the meaning of being a doctor in any field, Rajan comes up to mind all the time simply because it is in the service of others. The bedside manner, the attitude, the ability to make you feel comfortable, the way the patient feels when he comes in or she comes in for a particular consultation or a bit of news that she's not or he's not comfortable with, the way he is able to relate to it, the way he's able to make that patient feel comfortable that this will be completely successful, you'll feel 100% better when you leave here, and so on and so forth. It's very hard to make someone feel so good. And I think that's what that Rajan effect is. He's able to make you feel unbelievable. Of course, we always look, as we say in India, I don't think we say it anywhere else in the world, we always say, oh, it's always the woman behind the man. I don't understand what that means, the woman behind the man. You know, my wife walks in front of me all the time. So I don't understand what that means, woman behind the man. You know, and overseas there was a famous joke about it, because the great Bob Hope, the legendary Bob Hope, who passed away many years ago, was doing a speech, and he said about his wife, I cannot believe God made you so beautiful and so stupid. To which she responded, saying, he made me so beautiful that you'd be attracted to me, and so stupid that I'd be attracted to you. Which is exactly what I look at Sujata, who is stunning and gorgeous and everything else, but more than anything else, she's the workaholic there in the office. And she makes this clinic run incredibly well. So I want to show this as an incredible partnership. So Rajan, this is a joint effort here. Yes. I got to look at it that way. And as I look at it, thank you. There you go. As Rajan has always said, workaholic and alcoholic. I think when I look at the two of them and the way they operate and the way Rajan deals with people and the work ethic of the entire team at Rajan Eye Care, it makes you feel so good about what they do in the eye care business. And honestly, for them, it is not a business. When someone starts to be a doctor, someone who starts to be in the service of others, this is the effect that they should listen to. This is where it belongs, and this is the way people would behave. And that great saying that always resonates in my ears from the great Muhammad Ali, who said that the service you do for others on earth is the rent you pay for a room in heaven. So I do feel very strongly that this is something I have tried desperately to follow every time I've sat down with Rajan. And my dad has had so many interactions with Mohan that it's just been so special for them to come here, and the way they would interact with my parents was nothing more than the most special thing I've ever seen, both Mohan and Sujata. So I just feel like not just being family, but the aspect of seeing the growth of what he's been able to achieve, he and Sujata, in this, not just in the eye care industry, but in the service of others, and how many lives they've touched over the years. It's quite unimaginable. We are very fortunate from the US, from my little foundation there, that we're able to work with Mohan Rajan and Rajan Eye Care to be able to help in being able to provide eyesight to people. The one thing I must mention at this point is, a few months ago I did have my cataracts done, and there was good news and bad news. The good news was I could see. The bad news was when I first looked at myself in the mirror. So as we're here to celebrate the launch of this book and the release of this book, I think it would make a huge difference to people, not just as Chris rightly said, to be able to spread it out as much as we can on videos, on short clips and everything else, to make people actually read the book, understand what the Rajan effect truly is, and the effect that he as a person and as an individual just transcends everything else, to be able to give us the opportunity to be happy once more. The world is in turmoil. Whichever part of the world we go in today, there is something that you want to look at in people and say, I want to look at the good in people. And I think to a great extent, that's exactly what Rajan tells you. And he does it without even thinking about it. And so when I sit down with him, I always feel energized. It's adrenaline. I could play another 5 sets, even at my age, just listening to him. So I do feel very strongly about this fact of the Rajan effect that it would have on people, young and old. And he's in a great position also at this point to be able to speak to various youngsters, students, middle-aged people, and elderly, to be able to talk in his own words as to how he's able to actually be bullish about life itself. So to Rajan, I just want to say congratulations. The writers who we just met have done an unbelievable job. Congratulations on writing this book. That's just wonderful. AVIS and Vaani. Good luck with, I hope you're able to get it out all over the world, to be honest, because this is what people would learn from about the individual that you've written about. And I've been honored to know you for so long. I thank you for your incredible support and love to my parents over the years. And I wish you nothing but the best, and as much as you can possibly do for the future generations as well. And I think they can learn a lot from you. To each and every one of you, I'm delighted to be here. Thank you all for coming here again. Once again, we're all here together to honor the man, not just him, but what effect he has had on each and every one of us. So, to each and every one of you, I'm delighted to be here. Rajan and Sujata, God bless.
I request Dr. Mohan Rajan and Nrithyodaya to honor Vijay Amitraj with a shawl and a memento. Thank you so much, Mr. Vijay Amitraj, and sincerely appreciate the powerful statement what you made relating the heaven with the earth. That was really powerful. That was a good message to the public. Thank you so much for it. A research scholar, a choreographer, a teacher by herself, an Indologist, an author, developer and founder of the dance by itself, the form Bharatanatyam, Indian classical Bharatanatyam dancer. The world knows her better than anyone in India nowadays. The world knows better because she's been so famous. She did such a wonderful thing that the world started seeing India during those years. And presently the president of Nrithyodaya, the Padma Vibhushan Awardee, Dr. Padma Subrahmanyam ma'am, thank you for honoring us this evening. May I call you to address the gathering, please.
Sadgurubhyo Namaha. I'm sure Dr. Rajan remembers Mrs. YGP when I begin my speech with the phrase Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Everyone knows about Dr. Rajan, and we've been hearing encomiums have been poured by people who are very close to him. And it's a great honor to share the dais with these wonderful sportsmen. Well, in some way, my work and the work of these two gentlemen is connected. Both of us, both our fields are connected to dance. I remember that when commentaries were given for cricketers, my name was used in the All India Radio, saying that so-and-so's movements are as graceful as those of Padma Subrahmanyam. I wish I have been a good cricketer like you, but maybe I can manage. I don't know if you can dance. God forbid. It's great to be in your midst, and on behalf of the entire audience here, let me greet, congratulate this great gentleman, Mr. Vijay Amritraj, because he received, the announcement was made for his Padma Vibhushan, an honor done by the President of India just day before yesterday. And I think it is his first public appearance after this announcement came. So this function is very special for all of us. As I said, Dr. Mohan Rajan has been praised by all of them. But I would like to start praising the book, which is released just now. I must say that I enjoyed reading the book. I've already read the book. Thanks to Dr. Mohan Rajan, he sent the book a week ago. And I'm a bookworm. I love reading books. And I must congratulate the authors. Vaani and AVIS Viswanathan. I don't know how you pronounce that. Sorry if I'm wrong. Anyway, Viswanathan. The book is beautifully titled as The Rajan Effect. And I must say that it was as interesting as a novel. I'm saying this because I want all of you to read the book. You all know Dr. Rajan, you all know his work, but when you read the book, you understand him better. It reveals a lot of his, not only the service, but the character of this great man. And what the book teaches is something very important for the next generation. This is a generation when we have to remind them of certain values in life. Values in business, values in profession, values, whatever profession you may take. You can be a doctor, a cricketer, or a dancer, or engineer, but what we must understand from the book is that here is not only a gentleman, but a couple who have turned their life to be an example of what Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita as Nishkamya Karma. Never expecting any results, doing your duty in the most perfect way as possible. That dharma is what we have to emulate from you, sir. He is somebody who can make you laugh, but he can make you see. That is most important. A visionary who has given vision for millions of people. And how did it all start? The book tells you. The respect that he has for his parents, for the love that he has for his siblings, also the respect that he has for his siblings, how he has groomed his children, how he has made not only his family, but he I think has made an extended family in his Rajan Eye Care. He has seen that qualities of courteous service is rendered to every patient who come to his center. It can be a king or a pauper, but they're all treated alike with care. It's a care for the human being that makes him very different. I'm sure my brother Chandrasekhar has just come from Canada. He has been there for 60 years. He's the founder president of Asian Television Network there. I've been telling him, come and see our doctors here in India. It'll be completely a different experience. And that is what he experienced day before yesterday at Rajan Eye Care. Nowhere in the world you can have people like, doctors like in India, and especially Dr. Mohan Rajan and Dr. Sujata. Manaivi amaivadellam kadavul kodutha varam. There is a beautiful song. How true it is in the case of Dr. Mohan Rajan. He got, I should say, the respect that he has for his gurus is something you have to read the book and find. This is very important for the next generation. His first guru was his own father. And I think the seed was sown for his life, the way of life, the art of life that he has was sown by his father. And I'm tempted to quote from the book I wrote and came. I thought it was a very important quotation. His father's advice, let me recall, thanks to the writers. He had said to his son, recall the face of the poorest and the weakest man and ask yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to him. Will it lead to Swaraj for the hungry and spiritually starving millions? Then you will find your doubts and yourself melt away. This is the seed that the father had sown. And that is what you find. He has melted his personal ego, and he has melted the hunger and the disease in the patients. And how many patients you think he has seen? I cannot but give you the statistics from the book. It's amazing. His service for humanity is really mind-boggling. Something like 1,65,000 cataract cases, 4,03,000 corneal transplant, 1.5 million adults and 500,000 school children screening, 5,000 free eye camps, and 400,000 spectacles distributed free of charge. The respect that he has, as I said, for the gurus, starting from his father, his school teachers, Mrs. YGP particularly. I must congratulate the writers for they have brought out the character of this young man as a boy, how naughty he was. Read those pages, it's really interesting. Can you believe that he had misbehaved in school and he got good slapping from Mrs. YGP with her left hand? Very characteristic of Mrs. YGP to slap with the left hand. And that Mrs. YGP was like a mother to him, and till the end of her life, he has been looking after her like a son. This is the Guru-Shishya relationship that is there in him. We must appreciate that. And of course, he has greatest love for his whole family. And it's a big joint family, a great family. That legacy is something really mind-boggling. And the respect and love that he has for his entire family is also responsible for him to treat the whole world as one family. That sort of a mental attitude to understand Modi ji kuda adha romba sollinde irukar. World is one family. This is something which you see in him doing with that kind of a personal care for everybody. Well, as I started in the beginning, this is a Nishkamya Karma that he has done. And the book has a lot of things for us to take with us. Please read the book. Just don't attend and go. Books are kept there. On behalf of the writers, let me say, because I'm a writer myself, the book has to reach the hands of people and the eyes of people. He has given eyes. So read the books. And take it to the younger generation. And what Shrikant said was a brilliant idea. This has to be projected in the most modern way. Thank you for calling me, and I'm also one of his patients. He has given me vision. Entire family has been his patient, and we have enjoyed coming to his center with pain, and we left very happily without pain.
Thank you so much, Dr. Padma Subrahmanyam. நீங்கள் கூறியது போல மனைவி அமைதெல்லாம் கடவுள் கொடுத்த வரம். இந்த அம்மையார் அவருக்கு அமைந்தது இவர் பெற்ற வரம். That's a truth which everybody should agree. Very important. May I have the pleasure to honor Dr. Padma Subrahmanyam? May I ask Dr. Sujata Mohan to honor her with a shawl, and Mr. Vijay Amitraj to present the memento. As I told in the beginning of the meeting, this man is already ready. Dressed well, like Mr. Vijay said, and definitely he's ready here to give his response for this Rajan effect, give his reply and response to the wonderful audience sitting here, and of course, thank each and every one of you for honoring this evening and honoring Rajan Eye Care Hospital. May I have the privilege to call upon the Chairman, Medical Director of Rajan Eye Care Hospital, Professor Dr. Mohan Rajan here.
dignitaries on the dais, and good evening, friends. I will not take much time because it's already a little late. First of all, let me apologize for people who are standing there, and it's really because we expected such a large crowd, but we also know that the hall was not big enough for that. But we couldn't get any other hall in the entire city of Chennai today because it is a Muhurtam Nal. So normally we have all our meetings in Accord Hotel, which is a bigger hall. But unfortunately all the hotels were booked. Friends, it's a very important evening for all of us, especially for Rajan Eye Care and for me and Sujata. Because when we started this Rajan effect a few months back with the AVIS and Vaani, I think we should all give a big round of applause to AVIS and Vaani. They are like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, and they are very good. The way they work, it's absolutely incredible. And usually we start our discussions after my outpatient by 8 o'clock, 8:30, and go on till 12:30 in the night. And several discussions we had. Stories came, the memories came, and all of them they used to write and come back to us, and the timelines were absolutely fantastic with them. I wish we can do one more book with you, I'm sure. And people who are on the dais here, all are big people. Padma Madam, Vijay, Chika, my Shrikant, all very close friends of us, well-wishers of Rajan Eye Care. I still remember, I was telling Chika, his mother used to be treated by me. Her name is Indra Krishnamachari, a very vibrant lady. And you will not believe it, Chika, because Srinath knows many things because I used to be in touch with him. Chika's brother Srinath is here. She was more popular than Mohan Rajan in Rajan Eye Care. You know that? Seriously, I'm telling, because the amount of love and affection, every time she came for an intravitreal injection, she used to give gifts for everybody and consider each and every staff. We all fell in love with her and she all fell in love with us. It was a real fantastic relationship with her. I really miss her. Seriously, from the heart, I'm telling you that. And Chika, of course, is a guy who is so innocent, straight from the heart he'll speak, straightforward. He doesn't dilly-dally and doesn't mean harm to anybody, and that's the reason why. And as Chika rightly said, it is because of love and affection of everybody you have come here in large numbers. I think we have to give a big round of applause to all of you for that. And thank you for that. I'll come to Padma Madam a little later. First, I want to talk about Vijay. Vijay is really an iconic personality. You all know about it. And my association with Vijay, I think MP Shankar is here. Where is Shankar? MP Shankar was the one who introduced MP Krishna's brother. He's also was one introduced. Remember, Vijay introduced Vijay to me way back in 2007. And subsequently, he became one of the ambassadors for our eye bank. He's been supporting the Rotary projects as well. Vijay's foundation supports about 20 projects in India, and one of them is our Rotary Rajan Eye Bank, which he's been supporting. I'm very grateful to that. But more importantly, Vijay is a guy who goes out of his way to help everybody. And his foundation is a perfect example of that as well. But coming to Vijay's parents, again, Robert Amitraj and Maggie, madam. Robert Amitraj used to come every other day and sit with me in my clinic, in front of me. And he used to have a cup of tea with me, spend his time. And every patient who walks in, we introduce, every patient will know Robert Amitraj. They will talk to Robert Amitraj and they will forget about me. Such a great man. And of course, Maggie Madam, of course, we used to like her so much, and I only did the surgery for Maggie also, Madam also. And she was very, very grateful. Even just a few days before she came in the van, we examined her in the van. Ravi Shankar, I don't know whether you remember. Then after that, she got admitted in Kaveri Hospital. I think Ashok was there at that time, if I remember right. But such is an association with the entire family as well. I'm very grateful to the entire family, Vijay, for that, for all the support you've been doing. And something which is very, very important for us to deliver quality eye care to everybody. Padma Madam is actually, if you, as Ravi Shankar rightly said, if somebody can be considered as a global personality, it is only Dr. Padma Madam. Is really a colossus. Not only in art, dance, the way she talks and the way she connects with everybody is something which is really incredible. I had the wonderful opportunity of operating on Padma Madam long time back. And what I like about Padma Madam and the entire family, Gayatri, Kannan, now her brother Chandrasekhar and Jaya Madam, all they come from Toronto as well. And I know the entire family, Ramanan sir, Bama Madam, Krishna Swami sir, who passed away recently, Ramji, entire family, all of them we have operated and given mission. But what I like about the entire family, Lakshmi is there, Chachu is there. Anyway, I like the humility and the modesty and the simplicity of the entire family. It's something which is seriously amazing, which everybody has to learn. I think we should all give a big round of applause for that as well. Friends, there are 7 billion people in this world, but only a few million are doctors. God has selected only a few million to become doctors, to serve the people. I became a doctor in Madras Medical College in 1985. I passed out. I became a doctor. Can anybody imagine how much fees I would have paid for the entire course? 5.5 years. 5,500 rupees. Even now I have the receipt with me. 990 rupees per year for 5.5 years. At that time it was 5.5 plus 1 year of house rent, that is 6.5. So 5,500 rupees, I became a doctor. How is it possible? Even if you give 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs, you will not get a seat today. How is it possible? Because the government subsidizes medical education so that you, after becoming a doctor, serve this countrymen, serve the soil. I had several opportunities to go abroad after my sister. Dr. Kumuda is right here. Sujata is my wife, Kumuda is my life. I think we should all give a big round of applause for Kumuda. Everything about Kumuda is written in the book. And if at all Rajan Eye Care is standing today tall, 30 years old, 1995 we started. It is because of the efforts of my sister, my life, Dr. Kumuda. And of course my brother Kumar Rajan is also here. And of course my other sister Geeta is also here, who has been supporting me. And the four of us are very, very close to each other. And in fact, several people are envious of that. So close to each other even after so many years. And that is the secret of our success, I would say. So we started all of a sudden, all of this thing in 1995. And Kumuda, as I told you, is responsible. If you read the book, you will know that. At that time, my father took a promise. Because he was in government service for 30 years. Professor Vasanta is here. All government ophthalmic hospital people are here. And he said, you have to join government service. So I was in government service for 2.5 years because he believed that only if you are in government, you will be able to serve the poor and the needy. Because he was against me starting a private hospital. Then I really coaxed him to start a private housing because of the land he had given adjacent to the house. And he took a promise from me saying that, yes, I will give you, but you have to treat 1/3 of your patients free of cost. He took the promise from me in 1993, and till now, more than 30 to 35% of the services what we are doing in Rajan Eye Care is absolutely free. Anybody, that's what Chika was telling just now, if they ring up and say, no, I have got somebody, no, he said, no problem, we have people. But my dad used to tell me that keep continuing the service for the poor. What about the money? Money will automatically come. Money will come automatically because God will know where you are seeing, and automatically our donors came. We have got more than 1,000 donors for a Chennai Vision Charitable Trust. And they are all supporting our projects, which are really huge projects. We are covering about 7 districts in Tamil Nadu and 3 districts in Andhra. And of course, overseas projects as well. So, this is the story of Rajan Eye Care, and what I wanted to tell everybody in this time, in the story, is that you can become a doctor nowadays. It's very difficult. It was very difficult to become a doctor at that time. When we become a doctor, we have to take a Hippocrates oath. The Hippocrates oath is that do service to mankind, do not do harm to others, and that's very important. Today you can become a doctor very easily because of the capitation fee and the thing, but if you want to excel as a doctor, as a medical professional, you need to have that extra, you have to go beyond the call of the duty. What is beyond the call of the duty is to have this compassion, empathy, and consider every patient as your father or mother as they walk into your hospital, and that's what we have been doing. My father used to tell that. This compassion, empathy, and the way you treat the patients as they come in with a smile. Even at the end of the day, I have a smile after working for about 14 to 16 hours a day. The reason why, because you have the passion to do that. Why all these people are successful on this dais, or many other people are successful. Many other top people have come here. Gopal Swami sir, Madhavan Nambyar sir, Chandra. So many other people, DGP Shekhar. They are all passionate about whatever they are doing. So I teach my postgraduates and fellows, I don't teach them ophthalmology, I teach them attitude. The attitude is important. If you have the right attitude, then you can learn ophthalmology. But if you learn ophthalmology, if you have bad attitude, you can't do anything in your life. You can become an ordinary doctor, you cannot excel. So every patient is very, very important. Every eye is very important. And that is the story which I have tried to convey in this book. Thanks to AVIS and Vaani for that wonderful depiction of this entire story. As you go through the book, you will know exactly what are the hardships we have undergone to bring about this. I have followed the paths of my father, who used to struggle. He was doing his MS, and same time he was working in government ophthalmic hospital. He had 4 children to support, and he used to work, practice, go to the government ophthalmic hospital, come back in the evening,
practice in our house, and then start his studies from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. in the morning. I learned from him the hard way, and subsequently Dr. and Mrs. YGP was instilled a lot of discipline into me. I still follow them. And from there, I went to Loyola College and then Madras Medical College. And then, of course, my guru and mentor, Dr. Badrinath of Shankar Nrithyodaya. Dr. Badrinath is a person who actually is a reflection of humility, simplicity, and compassion. And every patient, as he says, every patient, we used to treat every eye like that, the same way. And every patient, whether he can, as Madam was rightly telling, whether he is a king or a pauper, will have the same quality of treatment or quality of care which is necessary, because he is also a human being. The respect for another human being is absolutely important. And these are the messages which you have tried to convey in this. I am very thankful to all of you to come in large numbers. That shows your love and affection for this. I am sure this Rajan effect will have some sort of a effect on all of us to inspire, because I got inspired from many people, and the same inspiration and motivation I am sure you will be able to get once you go through this book as well. My sincere thanks to the press and media who were covered in large numbers here, and of course the hotel authorities who were given this space, and my Rajan Eye Care staff, as Padma Madam rightly telling, this my staff is one family. All of us have the same principle. I don't mind tolerating some inefficiency in our staff, but if they are not kind to the patients, I will throw them out. And that is the principle, everybody knows about it. That is our USP as well, wherein we treat every patient with compassion, empathy, and the personal care and touch. Of course, my right hand, left hand, we should all give a big round of applause for Dr. Ravi Shankar. Ravi Shankar has been one of the pillars of Rajan Eye Care for so many years, and he's been instrumental in organizing all our public contact programs and all other things as well. And today's program is entirely the efforts of Dr. Ravi Shankar. Another big round of applause for him as well. My sincere thanks to my siblings again. Dr. Kumuda, who's come all the way from New York. She's a radiologist. Kumar, and he's a big business guy. He's an IT guy. He's got big company in Chennai as well. He's got a big company in New Jersey as well. My sister Geeta, who is part of me always. She's been part of Rajan Eye Care. And of course, my brother-in-law, Mr. Srinivasan, whose voice was like a golden voice in that movie as well. And all the Rotarians, aunts, and all the people, all my patients who come here in large numbers to wish me, my colleagues in ophthalmology, my colleagues in medical field, all of you, my big thanks to you as well. I sincerely hope that this Rajan effect will make a huge impact on all of you. Thank you very much.
That's the hero of the day himself, and we know how generous he is in taking care of his patients, and that's the generosity. He said that I was the whole responsible for this evening happening, but I would disagree with this wonderful gentleman who's my boss, that it is the entire team of Rajan Eye Care over here worked with me day and night to make this evening colorful and wonderful. Thank you, and it's every program comes to an end, and that doesn't become an end, and that's the beginning of a next wonderful program coming up soon for us. And we request you to, and the book is placed over there at the entrance of this hall, and you can definitely pick up your copy, and you will enjoy reading it once you go back home. And Dr. Mohan also would like me to say there is a small QR code over there in case if you'd like to contribute to the charity work of Rajan Eye Care Hospital, please, you can. And that would do something great back to the society and would definitely benefit the needy, the people who can get the vision back. That's the wonderful thing of it. And may I request all of you to stand up for the national anthem and end the program after that. Thank you so much. And after the national anthem, the food is served. I know I'm standing between the wonderful, sumptuous dinner. The food is served in the Emerald Hall over here. And thanks for joining us. Over to the national anthem, and respect the nation.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे